Hey there, Rebel Nation. I'm your host, Cassie Soto, joined alongside Adam Hill and Ed Graney of the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I don't know about you guys, but we're the only people that didn't fly in on a helicopter today. Brand new Runnin Rebels head coach TJ Otzelberger coming in the most Las Vegas way possible, Ed. How exciting is that as a head coach to think that this is where my career has taken me?
I'll say this, from the helicopter to the entrance, Desiree Reed-Francois, the athletic director, had said time and time again during the search, I don't care about winning the press conference. I don't care about winning the press conference. I told her after, you might not have, but the guy you just hired did.
Yeah.
I thought he was terrific. I thought he was self-effacing. I thought there was no ego to him. I loved how he talked to the current players. He made them. He actually did something, if you notice, he talked about re-recruiting them and he paused, hoping for an applause, which he got, which really was telling. He kind of knew what he was doing there. I thought the guy was great.
Well, winning press conferences, Adam, is one thing, but winning on the basketball court is a completely separate task that he has at hand here. How do you see him really implementing that? Hopefully re-recruiting the players that are on this team that were here in person today, just getting this team back to, I mean, he mentioned the 1990 team. I don't know if we can get him back there right away, but getting this team back to a winning tradition.
First of all, I did arrive on a helicopter, so I don't know about you guys. So here's the thing. As he said, re-recruiting.
Travel expense.
True. Re-recruiting the guys that are here, that were here today. I think it was a big thing that they were actually here in attendance to see what he was talking about. Even if they've entered the transfer portal, they're still around, they're still on campus, they want to hear what he has to say. And, I think that's a huge thing. So get the guys that you want. There's maybe some guys that you don't want, and you say, hey, listen, I don't know if you fit the system. I don't know if you fit around here. We'll help you find somewhere else to go. He's got a lot of connections around the basketball world, but get the guys that fit, go out, and I think it's important when he's hired. He's hired right now, and there's still a little bit of time. There's guys that he's already talked to. Go get those guys out there to bring in. And you remember the last time with Marvin Menzies, he didn't have that opportunity. He didn't get hired until May. So it was a much different situation. Go find guys. He's got so many connections around, the high school world, the college world. There's a ton of guys. We talked about the guys in the transfer portal here. There's a lot of guys that are in transfer portal other places that you're going to try to work on getting here, getting in, getting guys that fit your system, and then go. And certainly there's a lot of changes we made because he runs a completely different style, but get the guys that fit and just go and start winning. And he said, hey, conference championship, we're looking to compete for it right away.
What are the immediate steps he needs to take, getting settled in his office, coming in to get this program back to where it needs to be?
It's just everything's about players. Adam said everything's about players. You start with the players that are here. You pick out the ones that you think will work in your system. You re-recruit those guys. You go into the portal. He likes shooters. I'm sure he's going to look at every shooter available. A lot of fifth-year guys, so you wouldn't have to sit. It's all about players. He's a very modern offensive guy now. His metrics are good with him. But at the end of the day, if you don't have players, it doesn't matter. So he's got to go get players. I think he will. Recruited really well at Iowa State. He recruited pros at Iowa State. He recruited pros at Washington. He had a pro in Dom at South Dakota State. Look, if he can go get some of those guys, he'll be doing very well for himself.
All right, we'll see who he can bring in and who he will keep in this program. For Adam Hill, that's Ed Graney. I'm Cassie Soto. We got a helicopter to catch, so thank you, Rebel Nation. We'll be back with more.